Welcome to Visual Communication to Media. My name is Adam Rozeski. It's a pleasure to see each and every one of you. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I just want to let everybody know I got your live lecture. I got all your grades finished, your discussions, your written assignments for week 2. All your written assignments should have been done on Thursday. Your discussions were done on Friday. Also, if you had any updated assignments for week 2 or week 1, I also completed them as well from yesterday. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. Week 2 was pretty good. Assignments were pretty solid. I was pretty happy with those. So y'all did pretty good on that. So let's finish our discussions, go into a little bit of detail, and really talk about logos and their importance and how we'll finish our little journey in perceptual communication and how that's important, and really go into detail about semiotics, but focusing on logos, because we talked about symbols, we talked about icons, but we didn't really focus on logos, and this is going to help your assignment out that's due tomorrow. So also keep in mind your discussion assignment, your reply post should be turned in by the end of the night tonight, and then you also have your written assignment and live lecture that should be turned in tomorrow night. That would be perfect. But yeah, let's get into it. So logos are visual representation of the company or product. They need to be simple and easy to understand, and also they have to translate in size depending on what you put it on. So for example, if it fits on a piece of paper, or a business card, or a tablet, or a phone, or a TV, or even a big billboard, or the side of a building, no matter what size it is, it has to translate and has to make sense no matter what. And it has to directly correlate to the experience, much like the bullseye for Target, where this is the bullseye area to find anything that you need. It's the target of all areas. Also, the Greek symbol for athleticism for Nike, how it ties into their sports apparel and athletics. It all matters, and you have to consider font, style, and format, because you have to consider cultural elements. So if you're selling across seas or different areas, you have to consider other cultural areas as well. Now, there are 7 different types of logos. If you take a look at it, the main one is an abstract mark. So abstract marks don't really tie to anything. They're just synonymous with that company itself. It's the image they've used, and that's specific for their own company name, much like Pepsi. I'm sure there's some symbolism tied to Pepsi, but this image has always been synonymous with Pepsi. There's no real tie to a specific image. It's meant for them. Now, each color and the way the logo is shaped is very specific to that company or to some of the values and core elements that they have. Now, you also have mascot logos. They're where they put their mascot in front of the logo, or the mascot is the logo itself, much like the Colonel from KFC. Combination marks we'll come back to in a minute, but another traditional style logo that we see is emblem logos. Emblem logos are interesting because they really are traditionalistic. They focus on organizations and a lot of different areas that are tied to that, and also professional elements, schools, functions, government facilities. You see these emblem logos all over the place. Families, especially in British culture, especially in medieval times, you'd see emblem logos. This is the logo for Harvard. Harvard has the wreath with the name Harvard on the bottom with the scroll, and then you have the shield with the 3 books that say Veritas on it. And Veritas is the Latin word for truth and to find truth. So Harvard's goal has always been to find truth and knowledge, and it's one of the best schools in the world, and that's why that logo fits with it. Now, these other bottom 3 are pretty easy to understand. The first one's a letter mark. Letter marks are used if the company or organization has a really super long name and they want to bring it down to a couple letters, such as NASA. NASA is the National Administration Space Association. They really have a really long words, 4 long words tied to it, so it's kind of hard to say that real quick or put it in some type of branding. So they shortened it and created a letter mark just using the first initial of every word, called NASA. Then you also have pictorial marks. Pictorial marks are the image itself that ties to the company, much like the apple with the bite, the black apple with the bite in it. That stands for Apple Computers. It used to be a rainbow color, but they changed it over time once they started developing the MacBooks. But it's just an image, no words, no nothing, but it's tied to what the company is and what it does. So Apple. And then finally, word marks. Much like letter marks, except letter marks are for longer names that need to be condensed down. Word marks are just the company name itself. Now, it works well if you have a 6 to probably 1 to, I'd say 12 letters. You could do it with a word mark, but if you go any further than that, it just gets really, really long. So, but for example, Google only has 6 letters. It's real simple and easy to use. Now, a combination mark combines the other 1 or more of the other 6 or 2 or more of the other 6 into its own logo. For example, the Burger King logo uses an abstract mark with abstract symbols and sections to create a burger, and they use the meat as a word mark, Burger King. So you have the word mark type, and then you also have a combination of the abstract and pictorial mark used in there to create a burger inside of it. So you have the burger, and then the meat itself is the word mark, Burger King with the swoosh around it. That's a combination mark. Combination mark uses 2 or more of the 6 and combines it into its own logo. But other than that, that's all I got. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. Just keep in mind, I'll have the lecture links for week 4 Monday, as long as the rubrics for week 4's assignments. But other than that, that's all I got. So next week we talk about technical responses and how important those lie. But thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being amazing. If you have any questions about assignments, let me know. But other than that, take it easy, be safe, have fun, enjoy the week, and hope everyone has a good day. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.